Hello everyone. It's early, so I'm not projecting quite yet, but I wanted to film a video today because it's been a week since I posted and I want to try and keep on schedule. And the reason I look really not that hot right now is because this is a Chatty Get Ready With Me. You probably figured that out from the title. I just didn't know what to film today and I thought we could catch up in this sort of casual setting. My face feels so tight right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop into things. I am cleansing first because I just washed my face with the original Witch Hazel Thayer's brand. I dig this stuff quite a lot. Once it gets to be more wintertime, I really want to try the rose one. I've heard good things. What was I talking about before I got into this? I don't know. But anyway, just kind of my schedule and how things have been with posting. I don't know. It's hard balancing YouTube and school just because when I'm focusing so much on school, I feel like I get a big creative block with YouTube because all my energy is going to one place already and it's kind of hard to figure out what to do otherwise. And yeah, so there we go. I'm using Honey Trap Lip Balm from Lush. Basically, I've been focusing on a couple of things right now, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Not related to YouTube, but just related to life. I hope you guys are somewhat interested. The first thing is something that I've already mentioned on here, and it's something I talk about all the time on Instagram, or at least post a lot on Instagram. It's Revival Magazine. It's the magazine I'm a part of here on campus. It's great. I wish I could share it more with you guys. Here's like our past issue. I don't know if I ever showed this, but this is what it turned out like. I think the only issue we have available to look at online is this one, which was our winter one, fall winter last year, and I did help with this one. I was there for this shoot and yeah, there it is. But I was really big in being involved in this one. I actually took a couple pictures for it, which is kind of cool. So I took this picture right here. Honestly, not all the credit can go to me. This model was amazing. She was a foreign exchange student. Her name was Karen. Look, see, here's the title page, and then can't see it, but my name is right there as one of the photographers. But yeah, now I'm a fashion director. I mostly help with styling and planning the shoots. Here's another picture I took, but yeah, it's basically kind of a full-time job. Not a full-time job, but it's a very time-consuming part-time job. I'm gonna use my Trader Joe's Enriched Moisturizer. We've had couple of hiccups, sort of, not really, with this most recent issue, but for the most part I'm really excited about it. You guys probably saw the picture I posted, like a sneak peek on Instagram from the camp kind of themed shoot we're doing, which turned out so freaking cute. I'm honestly so dang excited. Yeah, I hope that's a good sneak peek. Even more important than that, what I've been figuring out recently is what I'm doing with the rest of my time here at school. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my summers, and more importantly, I am trying to plan my study abroad, which I'm really excited about, but it's like this really difficult thing to work in because of course I cannot just go with what everyone else in my major is doing. I have to pick the country that's like super difficult, but I mean, it's not difficult. It's okay, let me explain. First and foremost, I'm using this e.l.f. concealer. I'm trying to make sure most of my makeup is transitioning to cruelty-free, so apologies if anything in this video is not cruelty-free, but I mean, e.l.f. is, so that's good, and everything I've used up until this point is as well. But anyway, so a lot of people from my major either go to Florence, Italy, or London in the UK. Both are obviously amazing places, but every time I have like looked into those programs, I've sort of been into them, but not completely. Nothing against them. If I had to pick one, I'd probably do the London one. But recently I discovered that my school is forming a new partnership with Copenhagen, Denmark. And once I found out about that, it was kind of like, it was done. I was like, yeah, that's where I want to go. I can totally see myself there. It's not exactly a fashion program, which is what makes it a little tricky with my major because I'm trying to figure out what credits can transfer back. But something else I've been trying to work on and will hopefully be able to start this next semester is my minor, and I'm hoping to get my minor in sustainability. So I need to figure things out with the registrar and see if I can take classes in sustainability abroad, because Copenhagen is a really sustainability focused city area, and that's something that really caught my attention about them. Aside from that, I just think they're a really cool country. They have a great design aesthetic, and that's, I mean, I think first and foremost what really drew me in about them. I think if I'm gonna minor in sustainability, what better place to learn about sustainability than Denmark? I think they've got their stuff figured out over there a little bit better than we do, and I just think it's such a beautiful place, and it's close to so many other areas I'd like to go to. I mean, I really wanted to try and study in Norway or Sweden, but there wasn't really anything for me there. As you guys know, I really like Norwegian music, so I think that's like the main reason I was thinking about that one first, which is not like, I don't know, I shouldn't let that decide my study abroad route, but anyway, that's not where I'm going, so I digress. But yeah, I'm just trying to get things figured out with this. Another tricky thing about it is it's insanely expensive, although it's about the same price as the London one, so I figure if I'm going to be doing study abroad for a semester, I might as well pick the place where I actually want to go, and I'm gonna work my butt off to get scholarships. There's quite a few I can apply for, so I'm not going ideally until spring of 2017, so not this upcoming spring, but the following. So it'll be spring of my junior year, which will probably be here before I realize it. By the way, I am using the e.l.f. powder around my eye area, and now I'm going to be using this Cover FX powder. So if I can at least get the price down to the cost of a semester here at Iowa State, then I definitely would like to go. Yes, it'll probably put me in quite a bit of debt if I don't get my stuff together and don't get things figured out, but I feel like I would rather graduate from university and be able to say to myself, like, I was in Copenhagen, Denmark for 4 months, 3 months, whatever, and I don't know, that's just gonna look cool on my resume. It's gonna give me a lot of life experience that I wouldn't gain otherwise, and you know, I could graduate from college and be close to debt free, but with what will I have gained from just being in Ames, Iowa my entire 4 years? You know, I'd like to break it up with something interesting, and this interests me greatly, so I'm super stoked. I hope I can get this worked out and figured out. Let me know what you guys think, or if you guys have studied abroad. I have been so back and forth with study abroad, you guys. I first thought I wanted to do a semester in London, or even a semester in Paris, but the Paris program with our school is kind of like falling through, so unfortunately, that's really, I mean, it's not that it's not an option, but it's just not something I really want to do anymore. London, again, not exactly something I want to do. Not that I'm completely against it though. I just want to do something that's a little bit different than what everyone else in my major is doing. I totally want to travel everywhere once I get to Europe, but I kind of want to plant myself in a city that's a little bit more me. I feel like London is kind of like New York City. A bit, correct me if I'm wrong, I've been to New York, I've never been to London, but I feel like it's a little bit edgier, a little bit high-paced. London I'm talking about, just a little bit faster, and I feel like Copenhagen, although it is, you know, a city, it's a little bit more tame. I could totally be wrong, again, let me know, but that's just how I feel. I'm totally not thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Okay, I'm combining like some gray eyeshadow and some brown eyeshadow, and I'm gonna do my brows real quick. I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to say in regards to that. Let me start moving on here a little bit. I'm using this Tarte eyeliner. This is the Skinny Smolder Eyes. Does anyone live in Copenhagen who watches me? That'd be pretty cool. You could tell me if it's worth visiting. I'm pretty sure it's worth visiting because I've done a little bit of research at this point, and it just really looks like a cool place. Something else I was concerned about with going to Copenhagen was I know that the diet over there is very like fish based, and with being a vegetarian I can't eat fish, obviously. I'm hoping that won't be something difficult to deal with. Again, if you live in the Scandinavian area, let me know how that works. From, again, the little bit that I've researched, I feel like I will be able to manage. It just looks like I need to be specific because I read something somewhere, I don't know if this is completely accurate, but like if you tell someone in a restaurant that you're vegetarian, they will be like, oh, okay, and recommend stuff on the menu that still has fish in it. They just assume you won't eat like chicken or beef or anything. So then you have to be like, no, like I don't eat fish either. But then people said like they're usually okay about that, and there are some vegetarian options, so yeah, I hope that's okay. And I would hope I would make some friends abroad too. I mean, the only thing that scares me a bit with that is I struggle to make friends, as I've talked about on this channel before. My first year of college did not go as expected, but that, I don't know. I would hope that things would work out. I think they would. I think I'm a little bit older now, and I think I understand things a bit better. I'm only a year older, but I hope you understand what I mean. And another thing I know is with this program I'm looking at, I would probably get my own room, and that is just like the main thing. I don't want to sound like a diva, but like I really just have to have my own space, and I think if I had my own space abroad, I would be able to cope in Copenhagen. So funny. But anyway, I guess the eyeliner looks okay. I'm going to put on some mascara. This is the Mega Length from Wet n Wild. What else do I have to talk about? When I have been procrastinating, this is completely unrelated to everything I've been talking about, but I just thought of this. I have been rewatching America's Next Top Model. I used to love that show. Like, my favorite shows in my adolescence were Degrassi and America's Next Top Model. And I was like, I would live and breathe both of those shows. So I went back and rewatched season 8 with Jocelyn, who I love. I think she's so fierce, and the main reason I wanted to rewatch that season is because of the photo shoots. I think it has some of the best photo shoots ever. And yeah, it was just as good as I remember it being. So now I'm rewatching season 9, and it's just making me feel so nostalgic, because like just seeing how the girls are dressed, it totally takes me back to like late elementary school, early middle school, and I'm like, oh no. But I think that's a great show. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, and Tyra's a little bit extra sometimes, but I don't know, it gives me good inspiration, at least for what I do, especially with Revival. It's just cool seeing different photo shoots and stuff. I don't know, it's not super deep by any means. It's just a fun show to watch, and I recommend watching it. I think the last season I ever saw, shoot, I don't remember what number it was, because I have not been keeping up for years, and I don't really even plan on catching up on anything that I haven't seen. I just kind of like rewatching what I've already seen when I was growing up. I think the last season I watched was the one with Angela. It might have been season 11, or maybe the last season I saw was, I don't know if these are all the same or not. Sorry, my memory card filled up, but I was just saying the last two people I remember from watching it would be Anne, the really, really tall, really skinny one, who was kind of awkward. Whitney, who was a plus size model. I think those were different seasons though, I can't remember, but yeah, I used to love that show, and I don't know why I stopped watching it. I think it was just getting overwhelming, because they do like 2 seasons a year, and I was like, whoa. And that's kind of why I stopped watching Degrassi too, because they honestly just need to give it a rest. It was good in its prime, but yeah, I think it's over. It needs to end. Has it ended yet? I actually don't know. Last season I saw with that was when, spoilers, when Campbell, you know, like, yeah. If you watch Degrassi, you'll know what I'm talking about. But was that his name? Campbell? He was dating the blonde one with the glasses. I'm such a bad X fan, you guys. But yeah, that's like the last bit of it I ever saw. Which is weird, because that was kind of a good episode, or a couple of episodes, but yeah. I'm gonna use some lip stuff now. I recently purchased these from Target. This is a lip pencil from Sonia Kashuk in Maple, which is a cruelty-free brand at Target, which is awesome because they have a huge selection of stuff. And then this Spicy Nude Velvety Matte Lip Crayon. We're nearing the end, guys. But yeah, what have you guys been up to as of late? I need to watch American Horror Story. Haven't started it yet, because whenever, this is so stupid, whenever I sit down to watch something, I usually have food, and I'm like thinking to myself, what should I watch? And a lot of the times, there's a couple of things I won't watch while I'm eating. I will not watch American Horror Story while I'm eating, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to feel nauseous. And I won't watch teens play The Last of Us because sometimes there's some gross stuff and like the clickers make really nasty noises and it really like ruins my appetite, but this is so unrelated. My point is, when I've been eating, I've either been watching America's Next Top Model or Project Runway. I'm keeping up with that, y'all. I'm really sad about this week's episode. Cover your ears. I'll give you a little time mark to skip to. I'm really sad that Swapnil is gone. He was one of my favorite designers as well. They keep getting rid of my favorites. I think it's a little bit garbage what the judges were saying to him about how you're not giving it your all, you're not giving 100%. I feel like that really defeat him. I don't know. I feel like that really messed him up because I think he was doing well and they should have been more specific about what he was doing wrong if he was doing anything wrong. And I know Tim was frustrated in this past episode, but I feel like he just went a little bit too far. And I did not like how at the end when Swapnil was leaving the room and Tim told him it was time to go pack up his stuff, like Tim didn't initiate any sort of hug or anything. I am interested to see the reunion episode because I want to hear about that. I hope they talk about that because that really rubbed me the wrong way, and I love Tim Gunn, but I did not appreciate that. It could have just been the editing, but Swapnil's a talented guy, and even though he wasn't perfect, I just feel like that was kind of garbage. So that's how I feel. I actually really like this color on its own too. Yeah, and I really like wearing lip liners on their own. I actually should get more colors of this because it just lasts so much better. I have a real issue with lip products like bunching up in here, which is super gross, but yeah, lip pencils are like the only thing that don't do that to me. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of this on, not too much, but just a tad. I'm actually not really even going anywhere today. I don't know why I'm putting this much effort in. I was watching, I don't remember who I was watching, but they had a really nice bronzer like blush thing and it kind of made me miss wearing blush, but I don't even have a blush brush here at school, so I'm probably not going to buy blush anytime soon. Plus, I should not be spending money if I'm trying to save for study abroad, so I probably won't buy that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. So I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.